Why strive to be perfect when you can strive to be you? Why allow what's irrelevant to motivate you? Who told you you don't finish what you start? Why did you believe it? What you lack is in the past. Discipline is a decision, and follow through is a choice. So decide and then choose to finish. Hi, my girlies, and welcome back to my channel. So, you all know that we're on this journey to reinvent ourselves. We're doing it right now. We're not waiting to 2024. Even though we got like 2 weeks left, we're still doing it right now. So, I have a brand new video that's all about mastering discipline. So, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe, and we would love to have you on this journey. Stay tuned, girl. Okay, girls. So, the first thing I want you guys to understand about discipline before we get into any of it, I need you guys to stop and just forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for every single time that you started something and that you didn't finish. Forgive yourself for all of the times you start waking up at 5 a.m. and going to the gym and didn't make it past the second day. Forgive yourself for all the times that you disappointed yourself and you lost trust in you. Because if you're going to master discipline, you have to trust yourself with you, with your decisions, with your choices. The first step to becoming disciplined is actually making a decision to be disciplined. Understand that we are in control. We make decisions, we make choices. It is our life, it is our time, it is our resources, it is our world. And when we grasp that we are the center of our own universe, we understand that in reality, we can do whatever we want to do from start to finish. And starting and finishing is a huge problem for some of us for so many reasons. It could be that maybe you never seen your parents finish something that they started. It could be that just maybe your idea or the goals that you shoot are not just realistic with the time and the resources that you have. It could be that you just truly don't believe in yourself. Whatever it is, today, right now, is the time to start practicing, starting something and finishing something. So make it simple. If you go to the grocery store and let's say you get a bunch of water in the Gatorade, instead of just leaving it in the car for a week or two or a few days until you're thirsty, bring it all the way up to your home. I live in an apartment. Bring it all the way to your home. Um, Put it in the cabinet wherever you put it. Stop starting little small things and not finishing. If you're cooking, cook your food, eat your food, wash your dishes, dry them away, and put them up. The process of actually creating these small habits and doing things is preparing your mind and building your momentum to when you start something, you finish it. Creating discipline is not always about the reward, it's about every step that you're taking in the right direction that's going to get you to your goal. If you want to save $100 for 100 days, every dollar counts. But if you're frustrated at the 53-day mark, like, oh my God, I only got it $53, let me go spend it or let me go buy it, then you won't finish because you can't enjoy the process. On this journey, you have to take some time to look at yourself, look at your habits, and look at your patterns. A lot of times we think that we don't have discipline because maybe we weren't able to start that business or conquer this big dream, or maybe you dropped out of school, or maybe, I don't know, it can just be anything, you guys. But in actuality, there are things that we do every day that shows that we are disciplined in other areas, even if it may not be in our passions and our dreams. I tell you guys, I have a kindergartner right now, and already the school system is preparing him to be a functional adult in society, meaning that he has to go to school 5 days a week, the same way a lot of us work our 9 to 5 5 days a week, that he has to come in early, that he has to behave himself, that he has to do all of these thousands of things the way, society is set up. And so I say these things because we think that we don't have any discipline, that we can't, that we're not in control. But in reality, we have been practicing this in one way or another for years. So while you're reviewing your habits and your patterns, think about the things that you're doing that's not actually serving you. And so we always think about possibly strolling on our phones, but it doesn't matter what the distraction is. It matters that you understand that it is a distraction and that it's not feeding you becoming more disciplined. You have to feed yourself. When you're learning something, you have to feed yourself that information. What are you saying to yourself? Like, are you telling yourself that, like, I am disciplined, I am in control, I got this? Like, literally, every time I pause this video, I'm telling myself, like, you go, girl. And as I continue to shoot these videos and make these videos, and I'm pausing it, I'm like, oh my God, that was good. Who are you? Who are you? Look at you showing up and showing out. This is how I have to talk to myself in order for me to come in and show up for you. Be your own cheerleader. Be your own positive reinforcement, you guys. Love on you. When you're making the decision to be disciplined, decide that you're going to win. It's all about a decision, and you have a choice. You have a choice to keep going or a choice to quit. Choose to keep going. Choose you. Choose to bet on you. And don't let anything or anyone or any circumstance take you away from it. Okay, girls. So we have made a choice that we're going to be disciplined. We have made a choice that we're in control of our lives. We have thought about what change we want in our life fully. And this is something that we love. And this is something that we just really got to do. So now we have our choice, we have our why. It's time to start taking those steps. And I got quite a few actionable tips that's going to help you guys get there. Okay, tip number one: before you do anything, anytime you're doing anything to change yourself or better yourself or learn a new skill or anything, the first thing you have to do is create the environment for it. Oh my God, the pastor said all the time, I cannot encourage you guys, but if you don't have the environment or the resources or the time for you to actually be successful, you're going to fail. When you're creating the environment, be practical and realistic about exactly what you want and how you want it. Looking at the time, you're looking at the resources, like you're making it practical. So if you say that you're going to take an hour out every morning to write, but you know in the mornings that you wake up at 6, you have to get the kids to school, you have to be at work at 8. Um, it may just not be practical to write for an hour in the morning. Maybe you will have to start waking up at 5 a.m., or maybe it will be more practical for you to cut the time into like 15 minutes, meaning when you get to work, before you go to the work, that'll be your writing time. Make it easy and start off slow. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna tell you like where I've been right now with my current weight loss journey. So on October the 1st, I actually started to go to the gym and eat healthier. So the main thing that I was doing was I was actually eating a lot of restaurant food, and I wasn't working out or having a lot of movement in my life at all. So what I decided to do is that in the morning, my son started kindergarten, he goes to school even earlier now. So in the morning, when I drop him off at school, I go straight to the gym. And so my workout consists on basically about 40 minutes in the morning, because that's actually what I can do. Most of the time when I decide to work out, my goals is always 7 days a week or 6 days a week or 5 day a week. But through my patterns and through repetition and things that have happened in my past, I understand that 7 days a week normally ends up being like 3 days a week, then 4 days a week, eventually to 2 to 1 to 0. So this time I made it a goal to only work out 3 days a week. And so far, I have been consistent with that goal from then to now. And let me tell you something, girlies, I'm proud of that. which leads me to my next tip. Be proud of every step that you make. When you're when you're developing your discipline, it's not going to always be 0 and then 100 the next day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Every number counts. Every day counts. Every time that you're working towards your goal, it counts. Okay, next tip. Being disciplined requires a small amount of flexibility. For example, my gym days is always Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But sometimes something happened on Wednesday where it either can just be me or it could be somebody asking me to do something unexpectedly, where I may have to change it to Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays. The goal is 3 days a week. It does not have to always be Monday, Wednesday, Friday at this such and such a time. Also, sometimes I don't make it in the morning for whatever reason. So that means that I have to do it at night. When you're creating these habits, especially in the beginning, understand that you do need wiggle room and you don't have to be perfect. I think that's what happened with a lot of us. We lose trust in ourselves because we're aiming for perfection. And what's the fun in perfection? What's the fun in perfection? Who's perfect? What's perfect? In reality, don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on being and focus on doing and focus on continuing to go in the right direction towards your goals. I have to say this again, like I cannot express this like more, you guys. Be kind to yourself. This is something even now. I'm telling you guys because I'm on this journey of reinventing myself. And part of me reinventing myself is me starting this YouTube channel. And so I'm shooting the intro to this. And I don't know which one I'm going to put up in the editing process. And oh my God, editing is hard, y'all. I don't know which one I'm gonna put up, but I'm telling myself like, oh my God, and what, and do it again. And I had to stop and say, it's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You're doing a good job. I had to take a minute and say, look at you. Like, look at you. You're on camera, you're in your house, you're spreading love, you're giving joy, you're doing what you said you're going to do. And it doesn't have to be every time you get on the camera, you don't make a mistake or you don't stumble over your words or something don't go off in the background. I'm doing it. And that's what's most important because when we're developing discipline, we're building a muscle. And as anybody who's been in the gym or anybody who has learned something new will tell you, it takes time. And I think that a lot of us have this unrealistic expectation of time. I have struggled with this for years. I demand so much of myself and so quickly and and over again. I have ran into the wall and I have quit. It took me a long time and a lot of prayer and literally God's grace to start this journey of becoming a YouTuber again. And I cannot say or express to you all enough that not only am I grateful, but I really do feel qualified because I have tried it and failed 1,000 times. And I had to build the trust back inside of myself and I had to start over again. And I'm doing it with you guys right now. Give yourself grace, love yourself, be kind to yourself, and understand that you will do it because we're not even speaking in cans anymore. We're telling ourselves that we will do it. Okay, so the last tip I want to give you girls is actually to not to forget to reflect, okay? So a lot of times is that we do so much and we do 1,000 things, but it seems like we haven't done anything, especially us moms. Like, it's true. Like, oh my God, we're gonna go grocery shopping, we're gonna cook the food, we're gonna feed the kids, pick up the kids, go to a holiday party. Like, I mean, we can do it all, but at the end of the day, we're exhausted. We feel like we haven't accomplished anything. We feel like we haven't poured into ourselves. We feel so deferred from ourselves. But when you actually take the time to say, man, I was superwoman today, or man, I gave myself that 5 minutes, or man, I did check the box today. You will fully come into the essence of you, the woman of your heart, the woman of your desire, the woman of your dream, the woman who is in control, the woman who is disciplined, the woman who we are all trying to be, but you have to practice it during the process. Your life is a story, and you're the author, girl. So keep writing not just every word, but every letter matter. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel so blessed and so grateful and so thankful that you all are actually taking out the time to watch my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're all on this journey together. Bye, girlies. Love you.